Alright, so there's multiple ways that we can like distribute different polynomials. We'll go over one of them in this video. I'll do the rest of them in class tomorrow. But first, let's just talk about how we distribute with variables. So whenever I distribute with variables, I multiply the numbers. So -4 times 8 is -32. Okay, and then I just add the x on. On the next one, -4 times 3 is -12. And I have 1x and 2 x's, so I have an x squared. Next one, 5 times -2 is -10. 1y, 2 y's makes y cubed. 5 times -7 makes -35. And I have 1y and 1y, so I have 2 y's, y squared. And I'm going to do one of these where I have more variables. So 7, there's no number in front, so it's just 7. I have 1a. I have 1g and 3 g's makes 4 g's. Next one, 7 times 2 is 14. 1a makes an a squared. 1g makes g squared as well. Alright, so now we're going to multiply, instead of having like a monomial and a binomial, we're going to do multiple binomials. And what I like to call it is like just double distribute. So nothing's really going to change. I'm just going to do that multiple times. So first thing I'm going to do is distribute the first one. So x times x is x squared. And x times 3 is 3x. Then I'm going to do the exact same thing with the second number of the first binomial and just distribute the 2. So 2 times x is 2x. 2 times 3 is 6. Then what there's going to be is most likely there's going to be some like terms. So what I can do is go through and combine those. So I have an x squared, combine my like terms, so I have 5x plus 6. So we're taking what we did in class the last 2 days and just adding a step to the first part of it. So again, I have a binomial that I need to distribute. So I'm going to distribute the x first. X times x is x squared. X times -2 is -2x. Okay, and then I'm going to go distribute the -6. -6 times x is -6x. -6 times -2 is positive 12. So I have x squared, combine my like terms, -8x plus 12. All right, next one. I'm doing the exact same thing. Distribute the 3n first. 3 times 3 is 9, and I have 2 n's. 3 times -4 is -12, and I have 1 n. Then distribute the -4. -12n plus 16. Combine my like terms. 9n squared minus 24n plus 16. Alright, so now we're going to do the exact same thing, but I have a binomial and a trinomial. So what I do is the same thing. Nothing really changes. So I'm going to take that first one and distribute it. X times x squared is x to the third. X times -2x is -2x squared. X times 1 is just x. And I'm going to take the second one, the 2, and distribute it to all 3. And then I'm going to take my like terms and combine them. So I have 1x to the third power. Those cancel. Minus 2x and plus 2x squared cancel. We have x and minus 4, so minus 3x plus 2. So same thing here. Distribute the first one. 2x to the third minus 2x squared plus 4x. And then distribute the negative 1 to all 3 as well. So negative x squared plus x minus 2. Combine your like terms. That's your answer. We're going to look at one more type of problem. And these ones get to be a little much, so I think it's important to stay organized. So now I have 2 trinomials. So what I'm going to do first is just distribute the first one to all 3. 2y to the 4th plus 7y to the 3rd minus 4y squared. Okay, and then I'm going to distribute the second one, negative 5. And sometimes I think it's easier if we just like kind of match them up as we go. So negative 5 times 2 is negative 10. To then y to the 3rd. So I'm going to write it negative 10 y to the 3rd. I'm just going to write underneath the other y to the 3rd. And I have negative 35 y squared, and then I have a plus 20 y. So I just wrote them underneath the like kind of the matching pair, and then I distribute this 3. 6y squared plus 21y minus 12. And then I'm going to go through and combine all my like terms. So I have 2y to the 4th minus 3y to the 3rd. Negative 39 plus 6 is negative 33y squared plus 41y minus 12. Okay, so like I said, on these it's important to stay organized. There's going to be some more problems that I have done on the key that you can copy down, and then we will go over these as well in class tomorrow.